Previously, an American fighter pilot. Veteran Mike Love was a hot shot with a hot hand.
Pull back on the stick, push down on the stick. You can teach a monkey to land it.
Until he got strapped into the gravity-slamming monster called the centrifuge.
I just literally went unconscious. Man, what if I did that in the airplane?
Meanwhile, hard-luck classmate Todd Giggy lived through a real emergency.
I had no idea what kind of danger I was in. Ready to just cruise off the end of the runway and topple the plane over and kill myself.
But life goes on as expectant father Marcus Gregory becomes the first student to fly the F-15 Eagle by himself.
It just doesn't get any better than that.
And Love and Giggy solo the F-15.
Bottom line is, it's important that you don't suck.
3 men, 110 days of training to fly the F-15 Eagle, the greatest fighter jet in the sky. Only one will be Top Gun. In the end, war awaits, and a nation is calling for heroes. Tonight, the quest to be Top Gun continues.
We're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world, and no one will keep that light from shining. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation.
We're right in the middle of the solo phase, where these guys are having to fly all by themselves for the first time. Marcus is soloed now, and he did a pretty good job. We're all kind of hoping that Mike Love is over his problems with the centrifuge and that he's ready to strap on the jet by himself. Today is Todd Giggy's turn, and we're kind of wondering if he's going to get the job done.
There's a lot of pressure out there, and basically, you just need to do good. The bottom line is, it's important that you don't suck, and that pretty much sums it up.
The solo flight is probably the first time where the risk level increases a little bit. You know, the IP's not there to save you. The IP's not in your back seat to make sure you're going through all your checklist procedures properly.
I know it's going to be difficult. I know I'm going to be sick and nervous.
I hope he's not thinking about some of the prior problems that he's had. And I hope he's just thinking about getting this done right this time.
The one problem Giggy has had kind of over and over again is landing the Eagle jet. Because he had the experience with the cable early on, and he also struggled a little bit with simulators.
Okay, Giggy, come on. You know, we got an engine fire.
He is finally realizing that I better be on my game.
I just couldn't believe that this time I'm starting up and hey, it's all me, you know, looking around. There's nobody else in here.
There's going to be a point in time where, dude, you are on your own. There's nothing I can do for you.
Pleasure 25 right wind, wind 00 at 9 clear for takeoff.
It's pretty incredible to think that, okay, you're good to go, here's the keys. It's your jet now.
Yeehaw!
Number 2.
All right.
7,027.
Left turn for you.
And just being up there by myself. Finally flying the jet I always wanted to fly. incredible. That was definitely one of the highlights of my life, is actually getting to fly that jet. You're basically just putting the jet through its paces, getting a chance to see how it flies, see how it turns. Do a brake turn, see how the G's feel. Not used to that kind of power. When you push the throttles up, it's instant response. Jet is absolutely amazing.
You could tell if they're on top of things or if they're behind the jet just hanging on, just by the way they talk.
Well, Monitor, Rappel 1's with you, passing flight level 190.
Giggy was just fine. He was definitely not falling behind the jet. He was in front of the jet.
Start your descent, correct?
Yes, sir.
The one big problem that Giggy has had kind of over and over again is just landing the jet without a mishap.
Sendle Tower, Rappel 1, with you, 11 DME final.
Flight 215, 5 mile final for 5 left option radar.
Probably the most dangerous thing he's going to do is getting the airplane from a pre-positioned place in the sky down to the runway. Basically, he's hurtling himself at the ground. He's hurtling himself at the ground.
4,000. 3 left.
All the other students are waiting for some story to come out of it.
Kill 50,000 pounds of jet. If something goes wrong, you're going to have your work cut out for you.
I'm definitely aware of my own mortality. If I was to die, that I would be dying doing something that I truly love.
Aim point, airspeed, line yourself up with the runway. There you go. Keep it coming down, though. Keep it coming down. Keep it coming down. Now, look at the end of the runway.
It was awesome. They're finally taking care of business.
Outstanding. Nice pattern, nice landing.
Yeah, finally you're, in the most basic sense, an Eagle driver.
Anytime I solo somebody out, I'm real proud of that. And I'm proud of Giggy.
Todd was beginning to doubt himself a little bit because of the problems that he had early on. But as soon as he passed that solo flight, I started to see the same old cocky Todd coming out again.
Here is my trusty wife in her cute little sweatpants and sexy white top, preparing to make her hardworking husband dinner. Give me a flash. Come on.
No.
Please.
And I've asked him about it before.
What did we discuss, honey? What did we just discuss earlier?
How much you love me. It's really hard to leave something that pervades every aspect of your life at work and then come home and say, oh, by the way, how are things going with you? Just show it, honey.
Todd!
The best thing about meeting Lori is the fact that from the get-go, she understood what I was like. So she had some idea of what she was getting into.
He can be a real baby when he wants to.
Lori, look at that little face. Don't be sad face. Show me happy face.
Oh my God, get the camera out of my face.
Not until you show me. Lori, do you love me?
Yes,
Say it like you mean it.
I love you very much.
Sometimes I wish somebody would just teach Todd a lesson.
Seven.
The one mark of a great fighter pilot is that you're never really satisfied with your performance. You're always trying to improve, and Mike Love strikes us as a perfectionist.
Pass. The night before my solo, you lay down and I think about things a little more. Takes a little longer for me to go to sleep.
Woo! Now what do I get?
Very competitive person. You know, if he loses, you know, he does not like that. Very competitive person. He does not like that.
These guys have to understand that they can't dwell on things that have happened to them in the past.
Got left off, didn't he?
What if I did that in the airplane? Who knows? You know, G-locks kill guys. I was always involved and surrounded by, competitive sports as a kid, and there's no way to say that that doesn't somehow mold you into a competitive person. I think it was magnified by the fact that my dad was a coach, and sometimes he's really tough on me. And that wasn't always fun.
I promise you, I was very, very hard on him. I was very strict on him. Does Michael like to win? You better believe it. Remember that night at Duncanville?
Yep.
Uh-huh. There was a night we played a football game, and we lost. I finally had to go out on the field, reach down, pick him up by the hand, say, let's go get on the bus. He didn't want to accept defeat when he knew that he had done his best. You like winning?
There ain't nothing but winning, is there?
It makes you not want to lose again. It makes you want to do whatever you got to do to make sure that you win.
I want to prove that I am capable of flying a fighter, and I deserve to be here.
When Captain Love finally made the decision in his career to get out of the B-1 track and get into the fighter track, this is the moment he's been waiting for. This moment where he can take the F-15 off and be a solo Eagle pilot. And I guarantee you, he is thrilled about this moment right now.
The type of flying that goes on in the fighter community seemed very enticing, as opposed to flying a B-1 where there's a crew of 4 splitting responsibilities. I wanted to know that I could get into a single-seat aircraft.
All right.
I don't have anybody looking over my shoulder at what I'm doing. It's just me doing my last checks. Getting ready to throw the throttles forward and leap into the air. It's just a great moment for me. And that feeling, it's hard to describe.
He'll tell you when that F-15 comes off the runway and I'm flying it, I win.
31 left, clear for takeoff.
It's almost like you're water skiing behind a boat.
Mike Love, going from the B-1 to the F-15, up there all by yourself. He's like, dude, this is it.
It doesn't get any better than that, you know? It's you and your Eagle, and it is the most exhilarating feeling in the world to fly an airplane solo, just you. You're in the air and you can't hardly keep up with it, but you do your best, and pretty soon you're just enjoying the whole moment.
Captain Love brings with him a three-dimensional air sense. He seems to have a high state of situational awareness, and those characteristics will play themselves out very well. Here in the solo flight, not only are these guys giving us a preview of their confidence level, their proficiency level, the IPs are starting to look at them and size them up as to who might be the lead dog in the race for the Top Gun Award. Right now, I would say that Mike Love is doing a pretty good job.
When Michael sets a goal, he's going to get it done.
My dad, he's proud of me right now.
Mike Love, Marcus Gregory, and Todd Giggy. They're soloing the F-15. Unbelievable. They'll be able to tell their kids and grandkids about that for the rest of their lives.
Everyone's proven that they can fly the Mighty Eagle all on their own. It is such a cool feeling.
It's a great feeling. It really is exhilarating.
It was just absolutely incredible.
Mission complete.
These guys have proven to us that they can solo the Eagle jet, which is a huge milestone in their lives and in this program. The next thing, though, is that they have to prove that they can fit in as one of us. That really didn't matter so much before now because they might not even have made it to this point.
Bob, go. Nacho, go. Colonel Q, slats.
We actually try to teach them on a couple levels. One level is technical proficiency, and it's flying the jet and employing the Eagle. The other side of it is learning to be a fighter pilot, learning to be part of a brotherhood, learning to be part of a team. That's where we draw our strength from. In the end, that's what makes our team the best team of fighter pilots on the planet.
It truly means everything to me to be part of that brotherhood. Every single one of them is in a position that I want to be in someday.
Growing up, I knew I wanted to be part of a brotherhood.
I've never been in a fraternity, but I wanted to be at a part of the brotherhood, the fraternity of fighter pilots.
Going good.
A bit of a story.
You have the floor.
Okay. If we don't respect a guy or don't like a guy so much, it makes it difficult for us to put that trust in him or to put our lives in his hands.
So there I am, sitting there at the big oak table with the big man. I said, well, sir, you may have noticed young Lieutenant Giggy. Well, yes, I did notice him. Isn't he the one with the hair? I said, why, yes, sir, he is. And the general finished off with, I thought we had taken care of it. And my answer was, well, no, sir, good-natured ribbing doesn't seem to have done it, but we will take care of it.
I think you have to earn respect in this squadron. It is not given to anybody. You have to earn it from day one. If they think you have an attitude or something like that, I think they'll just wash you out because they don't like you.
No matter how good these guys might be in the jet, if they can't fit in socially, they can't be an American fighter pilot, and in this course, that means you won't graduate.
Holy cow! We're into something.
There's my daddy, best fisherman in the world.
There's my dad. And I'm the one that caught all the fish, and my name is Roger.
I need my wife, I need my children to understand that I am asking for a little bit of the time that they're used to having from me to get through this training and be a part of the brotherhood of fighter pilots.
Marcus. This is my wife, Sunny. This is our first baby.
Some of the images I had prior to being a fighter pilot is that everyone drinks. That's what being a pilot is about. Based on who I am, the things that are important to me, I wasn't sure how that was going to fit into the squadron.
Most of you are being checked now, aren't you?
With my wife almost due, I'm not going to drink, and that's because if it's time to take her to the hospital tomorrow morning, I want to be able to do that.
Let's see which is how much.
He wants to be a part of the squadron, but he did have the fear that he would be kind of ostracized for some of his beliefs.
I was a little bit worried about how people would receive that choice.
Everything that we do is training, and this is just social training. And this social training is going to culminate in an event we call the Solo Party. The Solo Party is part of our heritage.
The Solo Party is truly the most sacred tradition, I think, that we have in each squadron.
The Solo Party is kind of a welcoming to our community.
They have mentioned a solo party, and a lot of them are real curious as to what's going on.
I have absolutely no idea what's going to go on at the Solo Party.
You can tell that the students are a little bit apprehensive about the whole thing. They're really not sure what to expect.
We don't know what goes on yet, so we really have no idea what's about to happen.
A lot of it is kind of just the unknown. We like to leave it the unknown for them, but it is probably one of the most memorable nights that they will ever have as far as the camaraderie goes. They will remember that forever.
Here. The main reason that you obviously have a solo party is to give these guys a name because they just soloed, a call sign. A call sign is your identity in our business. It's something that you earn, and it's something that proves that you have been accepted as an F-15 pilot.
Okay, y'all ready? Name's up. All right, let's jump through these dudes here.
As instructors, what we'll do is all get together in a room, throw some names up on a board to kind of nominate some potential call signs. Later on, during the Solo Party, we're actually going to get those names and we're all going to vote on them.
Okay. Love. Yeah, love. I got a name. Lada. Strange. Get Snow. Doctor.
Great balls of love.
We stick a little bit of a jab in there because they are not fighter pilots in the F-15 community yet.
Gregory. He's the one on TR-1 who puked in the final turn.
Chunks. Puker.
I think we're all a little bit nervous about what we're going to be known as after the Solo Party.
You need to have real thick skin in this business. We're going to tell stories about you that are so embarrassing that you're going to, in any other setting, you'd want to cry.
We all know who this pinhead is. There's a lot of names for Giggy. We have Whitted, Mav, Dirk, Hollywood, Wiggy, Vidal, Backstreet.
That hair is going to have something to do with a call sign somewhere. Either that or his Porsche or something.
Anybody here know what Merkin is? How about Clairol?
Okay, those are some good places to start. Students are kind of being held cloistered by one of the instructors in another room.
But they're making call signs. They're coming up with names.
All the IPs are in there, and all you can hear is like all this loud noise and loud music and everybody screaming.
I'm very nervous about the Solo Party. It's very secretive.
I know that they have had people drink too much in the past.
If you choose not to drink, that's not what's important. What's important is who you are, your abilities, your skills. That's how people judge you. I am worried about what's about to happen.
You guys line up and line up here.
There's so much unknown to them right now. So they are nervous, and that's good.
Dude, this could be a turning point in your career.
guys first walk in the door, you can tell that they're basically petrified. This is when they walk into the fraternity. This is when they join the club right here.
I really don't know what to expect. I don't think there'll be any animal sacrifice or anything crazy like that.
It's at the solo party that we finally receive a call saying we're no longer boner 1 through 6, where we'll become someone.
I had absolutely no idea what they had in mind for me as far as my call sign. However, I knew it was probably going to be fairly bad.
Right now, these dudes want to join the club. Yeah! They, like us, soon want to be ministers of death, praying for war. Ministers of death, praying for war. I'm going to give the reins to B coursers and allow them to take this task. Not without a name, we're not. You know, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. This is where we get them in front of the chalkboard, we all start voting on their names, and we give them a call sign.
Neil! And they sit you down on your knees, face you to the crowd. And then while the enormous chalkboard is behind you, they begin to spout out a whole bunch of names.
We have a couple of ideas that have been nominated for Mr. Rogers.
I could almost bet every dollar I own that I'm gonna have some kind of name that's based on the fact that my name is Love.
I think I recommended Getsno. Getsno.
My call sign at Tyndall is Getsno Love. Wonder how they came up with that name. Don't think about it too hard, you'll hurt yourself.
I go, this guy I'm flying with him on a TR ride, and he comes up to me and I'm giving him some debrief comments in the debrief. He goes, well, wait a minute, I have an idea.
Marcus had a tendency to talk a lot during the debriefs.
I should have done this better. I think if you would have been leading it better this way, I could have done better. It's your fault. Shut up.
He almost got to the point where he was trying to be a little bit too much of an instructor, which he's not.
I said, that was awesome. I go, dude, we got to name this guy Pat.
Patch. That denotes the U.S. Air Force Weapons School patch that only the elite instructors get to wear. So it's kind of a play on words, and hopefully he'll get the message to just take notes, shut up, and be quiet.
Not even close. 4 or 5. Oh, we still got an hour to go. Grab the sandwich when you need that.
You, as a student at Tyndall, have absolutely no input into what you might possibly be named. So anybody that had glorious ideas about being named Hollywood or something cool, that's right out.
Yes, I just want to ask you one thing.
Shut your holes.
What is with the dude? Now 4 weeks ago, Birdman stepped right over there and gave you a direct verbal order to fix it. And I just want to know how many more haircuts do we got to wait before that gets fixed?
Let's see the dude. Show us the dude. Being tough to do. There should be a
A lot of guys try to pick up chicks by doing something what they do up there. So they wear a merkin around, which is a toupee fashioned out of pubic hair. So I said, yeah, I like merkin.
I think it's an Eskimo wig made of pubic hair. That would be my best bet. But I'm not a scholar. I've never claimed to be. Yeah, that's all I'm saying about that.
I've got a call sign now, so I have a place in the bar now.
I'm no longer Captain Love. I get to be Getsno.
The name itself isn't the important thing. It's the fact that these people that you respect so much and that beat you up every day actually care enough to give you one, and that's cool.
laugh. Laughing is good, but there are things that make us cry.
One of the last things that we do in our solo party is that we bring ourselves back to reality for just that one moment.
This is the part where we reference lost warriors. We are going to go around the room, and each of us who has lost a friend flying airplanes will talk about that person. It will stop there because you have yet to lose anyone flying airplanes. I will start it out. Lieutenant Sean Murphy, 95th Fighter Squadron B Corps student. Lieutenant Ollie Olson, A-10 pilot, Desert Storm. Major Dutch Keeler, F-15 pilot, Langley Air Force Base.
It's a powerful moment because you recognize just how many people all these instructors in the room have known and flown with who gave their life.
Dave McCarthy, 1986, Luke Air Force Base, in a slow-speed scissors.
Here.
It's moving.
To departed warriors, those who've gone before us, gone but not forgotten. Here. I toast to the newest Eagle drivers, Lieutenant Air Force Base, soon to go out and be the newest mate killers in the CAF. Here.
Those same people you thought were your enemies or they're working against you, well, that's IP that's pouring you a beer right there and going, congratulations.
United States Air Force and the Eagle.
It feels as if you're a little more part of that brotherhood that the instructors are part of. I get to put on my Eagle driver patch, and it makes everyone somewhat more equal.
The last thing that we do in our solo party is the Warrior song. It's a history thing, it's a tradition.
Repeat after me.
It's designed to put an exclamation mark on the end of the solo party.
We are warriors, and we do go fight wars.
They've been through the solo party, but now it's time to perform. These guys have to realize that they are just halfway through this program. The second half is going to be the hardest. That's where we're going to train them for combat.
We are now single-seat F-15C drivers. I am an Eagle driver. I'm not done with the training, but I'm an Eagle driver now.
I think the common goal is to have those instructors look you in the eye as a fellow Eagle driver and have that Eagle driver patch slapped right on your shoulder, and just to be one of the bros. That's the bottom line, and that's been my dream since I knew what an F-15 was.
I guess I'd equate it to climbing a mountaintop. And once you reach the peak, it's just kind of a simple time to soak in the accomplishment.
Now we're starting to learn about breaking things, killing people, the fighting of the F-15.
There's no question in our minds that when we step to the jet, that jet was designed for one purpose. That purpose is to kill other aircraft.
Well, that kind of is a turning point because we want them to have a change of heart, that they're not a flyer anymore. They're a warrior.
His mind has to be focused on becoming a killing machine in the F-15 because that's what we're paying him to do.
Okay, dude, that was great. You're done with that. Now, guess what we're doing tomorrow?
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hack 28. Somebody about the same neighborhood? All right. We'll do our tanker ops, and then we're going to leave separately. Fence trigger check.
In the air-to-air community, you have to be able to fly and fight. We might have to stay airborne for a significant period of time while we are accomplishing a mission or protecting a point. Well, in order to do that, you only have a finite amount of gas on your jet, so eventually you're going to have to either land and get more gas, or you're going to have to go air-to-air refuel from a tanker. It sounds simple initially because we've all flown formation, so even the brand new student has experience flying formation. What is brand new is to taxi up behind a boom that's hanging out from the bottom of this tanker and make that boom go directly into a 6-inch circle on the back left side of your jet and keep it there without breaking it off. The first time you do it, you're scared to death.
Yukon, working Florida Alpha, tracking 140, fueling at 270.
Just like there are X-rides for basic fighter maneuvers and air combat maneuvers and intercepts and everything else, a student could bust a ride based on his performance on the tanker.
We fly up to the tanker underneath, and we try to maintain perfect formation with the tanker in a receiver position to get gas. And what that position is, it's about 10 feet below the tanker.
I've always found it to be difficult. Even at this point in my career, you always got to make sure you're concentrating when you get on the boom and get some gas.
You have to get the mission accomplished, because if you don't do this, you as an individual cannot successfully graduate this course.
2-1, stabilize, pre-contact. 0-1,
You have to be able to put it all together right here. And it's not something that you can take lightly. Everybody has to be good at this to be eagle driving.
Imagine trying to gas up your car while you're going down the highway at 400 miles an hour and the gas truck is right beside you going 400 miles an hour.
What I have to learn to do with my airplane is to stay in position behind that other aircraft, to control my airspeed, my closure, or how fast I'm flying in towards the other aircraft.
The trick is that you have to make very small and fine movements because you're flying just inches away from a solid steel probe, and so it can be extremely dangerous.
First ride was a little dicey, just because I couldn't see as good as I wanted to. I was hoping I'd be able to see better, and I didn't really get to. I was, of course, nervous.
Offset, Yukon 1 is 10-7, squared balance, take 1 feet.
Six inches off either way, you're out of limits and you could be in a dangerous situation. There's not really a science to it, it's an art.
You get to look around, it's an opportunity to take a break from the fight and you know, maybe give your mind a little bit of a rest. The more you do it, the better you get at it. It just becomes routine. And in fact, you want to do it quicker and quicker and quicker because that's just time that you're away from what you're supposed to be there for, which is to provide protection. Now the fun and games are pretty much over. These guys have to correctly understand how to employ the F-15 as a weapon system to kill people if that's required.
We knew that our life was about to completely change, but we didn't know how. I mean, it's hard to describe all the different ways that it's going to change. Nothing in the world is like this.
Supposed to check in at 5.
Your name? Sunny Davis.
We knew that the next time we left this hospital, we're going to be 3 of us now, not just 2 of us.
You will labor, deliver, and recover here.
It is so important to me to be a good dad.
We'll make sure and give him enough time off to take care of his wife and his new baby. But he also needs to know that we expect him to graduate the course on time, too.
Now we're jumping in the jet and we're starting to use it as a weapon system. The BFM phase, basic fighter maneuvers. The stakes have just gone way up right here because now it's not all about taking off and landing. Now it's about killing people if that's required and training to do that on a daily basis.
2-1, North 14, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
That's the first time that any kind of Top Gun competition is really going to start ringing in. Right now, if I had to tell you who were kind of the front runners in this program, I would say that Mike Love is doing a pretty good job. He went through the TR phase kind of with the breeze. Marcus Gregory, same. And then we had some problems getting Lieutenant Giggy through the TR phase, but tell you what, I think he's going to be a dark horse in this whole thing when you get right down to it.
Radar contact, check weapon safe. Brake left, bandit, your left 9 o'clock.
Now we're actually taking 2 jets and going out and telling them to fight.
Bandits engaging you, 2.
And they're going to fight at a high speed, very close to each other. This is the student fighting against the instructor. And I'm here to tell you that it's adversarial.
Fox 2 kill, bandit engaged with Eagles.
I don't want him to gun me, so he has to do his very best in order to do that.
You'll start seeing signs of whether a guy is a natural or not. And you find guys that walk in this door and they're a natural. They were built to do this.
You can't annihilate somebody. You take a chance of somebody on our side getting hurt.
Come on!
Dude, it's either kill or get killed. If you find yourself fortunate enough to be behind a bandit, kill him.
Tracking kill.
Doctor just came by and said baby is definitely ready to come out. It's time to push. So we're getting really excited because this means it's time. It is so important to me to be a good dad. I want to be a great dad.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. Next week on American Fighter Pilot, it's kill or be killed in air-to-air combat.
Bandit engaged with Eagles.
But will love survive?
I hope I get this right or I'm going to get washed out of here.
And can Marcus handle being a father and a killer? Find out as the quest for Top Gun continues. Next week on American Fighter Pilot.